What's going on, Gemini? This is yours truly, Divine Nudges. I just finished your monthly reading for December, so be sure to check that out. In this reading, Gemini, I'm going to be doing all signs messages, what's going on with Gemini and all of the signs. Going to be pulling from some love oracle decks and other kinds of oracle decks. Take the messages as they resonate. There's the first deck that I start with. It's kind of like a shadowy one. So consider this messages that could be potential blocks or aspects of a connection with a sign that you need to work on. Again, take it as it resonates. Toxicity. For the first sign of Aquarius, we have Aquarius here. There's something here about toxicity. Are you in a toxic connection with an Aquarius, Gemini? Says here, queer, being a part of the LGBTQIA community is a really important aspect of my identity. Okay, so there could be an Aquarius in your life. I'm not sure if you yourself are queer, or if this is just a friend, or a platonic connection where someone is queer. But what's interesting is in the monthly reading, please check it out because there's already a connection here. There was a really positive segment of love where you're going to be meeting someone who is part of the LGBTQIA community, and it came through as a love connection. Okay, so that might be this Aquarius, but the toxicity is kind of throwing me off because there was nothing in that message that indicated toxicity. So alrighty, it says here self-esteem and insecurities. Interesting. This came out during Sagittarius is reading for Aquarius. Okay, so right now and I've also been picking up on that on Aquarius readings that I've posted throughout the year, that Aquarius might be dealing with some insecurities, some self esteem issues, and a lot of it has to do with their finances and their stability and foundation. Okay, so I'm just going to put that out there in case that resonates with somebody here. It says here casual. I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper. Okay, so it could be that this particular queer energy is not the one that was being talked about in the monthly reading, but again, just tune into it. But yeah, this Aquarius is more, it's a casual vibe. It's more probably like friends with benefits, if anything at all. Okay. But I do see that you may feel like it's a toxic connection if you try to make it more than something casual. Okay. It says here, empathy. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. So there could be a bit of an empathetic connection here. You may, especially if you yourself feel like you're an empath. Okay, just be careful with the toxicity, that this isn't like your typical narcissist empath type of connection, Gemini. Okay, because they may lean on you for emotional support, or you being an empath, you may put yourself in a situation where you might be taken advantage of or pour a little bit too much into the connection. It says here, I was betrayed so many times in the past that I prefer to end things before they even start to avoid that type of pain again. So that might be that toxic energy that we're dealing with over here. Okay. And then this insecurities and self-esteem, that could have hurt their self-esteem, being betrayed in the past. Okay, so this may be a play as I said, on your typical narcissist empath type of relationship. So just be careful with this, Aquarius. All right, Gemini, this could be you, or this could be you and another Gemini. There's something here about unhealed abandonment wounds. Okay, so you yourself can be dealing with this, Gemini, or if you're in a connection with another Gemini, this could be something in your relationship that needs to be worked on. It says your love, I'm starting to fall head over heels for you. Okay, so if this is you and yourself, again, in the monthly reading, there was some tarot messages that came out about Gemini starting to pour more into themselves, be more loving with themselves, choosing themselves first, putting their happiness and their fulfillment first, and making that a priority. So this could have something to do with, again, this Gemini could be you yourself, Gemini, or it could be another Gemini. Okay, there could be a Gemini that you meet that you are starting to fall head over heels for. It says here, call, hearing from them. So Gemini, you may be hearing from someone who's on your mind right now. Okay. Or again, if this is about another Gemini, you may be hearing from another Gemini. Um, that you are starting to fall head over heels over. Okay. Options. I do like you and a lot of other people too. So if there is someone on your mind right now, Gemini, whom you're like feeling a little bit confused about, you feel like there's a connection, that person might have other options and they might be kind of like juggling right now. So just be careful. Otherwise, that could be you, right? That could be you being divinely nudged to just keep your options open and date multiple people so that you don't fall into the trap of dating one person and them not being the right one for you and like them taking up all of your attention. Something about perspective. I'd appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. So, Gemini, you may be listening to your own opinion more than anyone else as of late, or there's another Gemini in your midst whom values your opinions, or you value each other's opinions. Okay. And the last card here says, I'm starting to notice all sorts of signs and coincidences and realize my own power in creating them. I'm working on manifesting you, the magician. I feel like you're working on manifesting a different version of yourself. And so you're building a stronger connection with yourself, Gemini. I really do feel like these messages are geared for you, but keep in mind that that could have something to do with another Gemini as well. Moving on, Libra. Unprocessed past traumas. This could be an issue in your connection, either coming from you or them, where someone is carrying baggage into this connection. Okay. Yeah, it says here, stop, unavailable. So this Libra may be unavailable. I'm not able to be in a relationship right now. We can hang out, but I can't give you more. Okay. So if you're okay with like friends with benefits or being breadcrumbed, then Libra's your person. Okay. That was such an asshole thing to say. Divine feminine, her. Okay. So this Libra could be a feminine energy. Okay. Um, all right. It says here possibilities. So again, possibilities. I get excited when I think about how incredible we could be together. Okay. So be careful here with mixed messages, all right? Because this could be someone who's really attracted to your divine feminine energy, and if I'm talking to a divine masculine right now, you could be very much attracted to this person's feminine energy, okay? But there is an attraction to a feminine energy right now that excites someone in this connection with a Libra, okay? And they think about the possibilities, but there is some unavailability here due to unprocessed past traumas, all right? So you don't want to take that on. Something about career. I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. So you may be with a Libra who's prioritizing their career over love right now. And look at this. Since I can't control you, I prefer to daydream of perfect interactions between us where you agree with me. Okay. So, this Libra just seems to like be all about themselves right now and not really, looking to share themselves abundantly with anyone at this time. So these are just things to be on the lookout for. Hopefully, this is making sense. Sagittarius, gender stereotypes. Okay, if you're dealing with the Sagittarius, this may be one of the podcast bros or podcast sisters, who have very strong opinion about gender roles, okay, and that women shouldn't have masculine energy or that men shouldn't have feminine energy. You know what I mean? Like this could be someone who very strong opinion about the genders. I'm sensing that that might be an issue for you all. Yeah, benched. I'll give you just enough attention to keep you around as a backup option. Okay, so that's what Sagittarius is saying. Yep, blocked obstacles. Okay, so this is a lot of struggle. This is a struggle love type of connection, a lot of obstacles, a lot of fighting. Listen, I'm all about the path of least resistance, so I don't recommend something here about collaborating. I wonder what would happen if we join forces. So you may be feeling like this, there's like so much potential. Oh my gosh, I see so much potential in this person or in this connection. And that might be keeping you drawn in, right? Or that, where it says here, I'll give you just enough attention to keep you around, right? You may be dealing with a Sagittarius who, makes you feel like you guys have potential. And so that, and like you joining forces, like there's a lot of potential, but there's something about this person and their gender stereotypes that you challenge their gender stereotypes. And so they really would, again, they're keeping you around as a backup option, right? Because it's likely that a lot of people are going to be challenging their gender stereotypes. It's not just going to be you. You know what I mean? So like, in the meantime, in between time type of energy, look at this collaboration again. Let's work together to achieve shared success. Okay, for some of you, this may really be someone in business. Okay, someone that you're dealing with in business. Okay, and once again, though, all right, just be on the lookout because this person may have really strong opinions about gender roles and stereotypes, even in the business world. And in doing so, might creating some blocks for you and some obstacles for you. You might be showing them out, and it could be messing with their ego. So they're giving you just enough to keep you around for their benefit. Okay. They may be telling you, let's work together because they can see how valuable you are and what you bring to the table is. I don't know. I'm not liking this energy. Okay. I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God and let it be. So, I don't know. This person may, and again, we're talking about like the wheel of fortune. So I'm sensing like cycles, some sort of cycles or pattern. This person might like one minute make you feel blocked. The other minute tell you that they want to collaborate with you. The next minute they're telling you that, they're seeing the error of their ways. So just be careful with this Sagittarius right now. I'm feeling like there's a lot going on, a lot of game playing. Leo. Belief that everyone betrays. Okay, so Gemini, you may have a Leo in your midst who really just is not a trusting person. Okay, and obviously, if they're carrying that energy into any connection, you or otherwise, it's not going to be good. But it says here, go swipe right. So glad you took a chance and put yourself out there so I could find you. Okay, so this Leo may be shifting from feeling like everyone betrays and to like maybe your connection with them, Gemini, is showing them something different and they feel very like you may be appearing to them as a green flag, Gemini, and they're glad that they actually took a chance, took a leap of faith on you because they're experiencing positive energy with you that's challenging their belief that everyone is, that no one is trustworthy. Okay, that could be what's going on there. It says here, third party interference, though. So, okay. So look at that belief that everyone betrays. This person may have jealousy issues. They may have insecurity issues that may get in the middle of the connection because there's something here about a third party interference and believing that everyone betrays. Okay. If there's a Leo in your life that's accusing you of cheating, it's because they themselves might be cheating. Or again, this may be, a connection where you have to go above and beyond to make this person feel very secure because they have maybe in their past they were cheated on and that's a very big trauma block for them. Doubts. I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainties. So definitely more of that. I'm sorry. I need to apologize for what I did. So, this could be a situation, Gemini, where you're dealing with a Leo who's very insecure, who thinks that everyone's going to be cheated on them. So they might go ahead and cheat first. It says here, I need to apologize for what I did. So there may have been some third party interference in a connection with you and a Leo, Gemini. All right, last card for Leo. Each time I think we are finally safe, another wound of mine is resurfaced and I retreat until I feel it won't hurt anymore. So, exactly what I just said. This person may have some insecurities that actually either they use as an excuse for poor behavior or that their failure to heal those wounds, causes them to behave in a way that's self-destructive and for them and destructive for a connection. Aries, walls of protection around heart. Gemini, you may have an Aries in your life who is emotionally unavailable or has very strong boundaries. Okay, you may feel like you can't break through this Aries walls. All right. Okay, it says here dreamy. No, you're not dreaming. Yes, I'm real. So be careful to be in a state of fantasy with an Aries, because they're not a fantasy, they're a real person. Okay, and humans are complicated. All right, so that's kind of what I'm getting from this card. You may be finding an Aries to be dreamy, or Aries may be finding you to be dreamy, and therefore holding you to dreamy standards. And you're just like, no, I'm a real person with real complexities, just like any human being. Okay, but let's see, let's keep going here. What other messages do we have? It says here honesty and truth. So, yeah, there's a need for you to be realistic and be honest with yourself when it comes to an Aries, okay? Or be honest with them, all right? Um, Support. It's comforting to know that we have each other's support when it matters. All right. So, right now, I'm really not getting too bad of a message. You may have an Aries in your life who's honest, who's supportive, and like you're just like that's your dream. Like maybe you're not aiming like super high. Like maybe you're not like your head's not in the clouds. You're just like, oh my God, people aren't this honest anymore and this supportive, and this is just like a dream. Okay, but there is some walls of protection around the heart, so they still may be taking it slow. Yeah, friendly. I'm approaching with nothing but kindness. Okay, so far this connection with an Aries seems to be very trustworthy. Okay, it seems to be safe. All right. And it says, I am now able to maintain a calm reaction under stressful events. Each day I feel closer to you and ready to start a healthy relationship. Temperance. There's a lot of harmony, balance, equilibrium in a connection with this Gemini. I'm sorry, with this Aries Gemini. Okay, so again, if you go back and listen to the monthly reading, okay, you're gonna see um love messages that came through very strongly. So it might have something to do with this Aries. All righty, Cancer, not following your heart. Okay, you may have a Cancer on your hands who's having some internal struggles and not following their heart, or you may have someone telling you that you're not following your heart. Gemini, okay, you may have this conversation with someone. It says you're a perfect match. It still blows my mind how perfect we are together. It's as if we're made for each other. So Gemini, it doesn't seem like those love messages that I was picking up, it was like a match made in heaven. Those love messages that I was picking up during the monthly reading, it may not be specific to just any one sign. This may be your time right now, Gemini, to step out there, because for you, the cosmos may be ripe for a love connection right now. But let's keep going. But you may be a perfect match for a Cancer. Okay. And you may not be following your heart when it comes to this Cancer. Maybe your heart is telling you that this is your perfect match, but for some reason you're fighting it, or vice versa. Um, Secret admirer, timid. Okay, so you may have a Cancer who is admiring you from afar and they're too scared, but they think that you're their perfect match, and maybe they're just too scared to follow their heart. Okay, so if you've recognized this, if you've picked up on this energy, help them out. Mm. It says you're taken. Don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to someone else. Okay, so you may have your eyes on a Cancer who's taken, or you may be taken right now, Gemini, but a Cancer has their eyes on you. Someone's taken here. It says entertainment. I find your life amusing and your stories comical. Okay, so someone is absolutely smitten by you. Says here, you woke up my feminine side and I'm feeling very romantic. You inspire me to listen to love songs, to write, paint, and to create. Knight of Cups. Let me tell you something. If neither one of you are taken, they want to take you. Like they want you to be taken by them or you want them to be taken by you. Okay. But there's just something here, it just says taken. Okay. So don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to someone else. So there could be a little bit of emotional unavailability. And that might be why you're not following your heart right now, because someone in this connection may have their mind on someone else, but all signs are pointing to, dude, forget about your past, move towards your future. Scorpio, feeling incomplete. Okay, you may feel like something's missing in a connection with the Scorpio, Gemini. It says here, Polly, I don't know that I'm meant to be with only one person for the rest of my life. Okay, so you may have a very non-committal Scorpio on your hands. Gemini, it says here spiritual awakening, realizations. You know, Scorpios are always freaking the sign of death and rebirth. They're literally always having spiritual deaths and rebirth. And that can be very difficult for people to witness and observe because they literally become totally different people. Okay. And so what you find yourself doing is adjusting to dealing with a different version of themselves that you're not, of them, that you're not used to. Okay. So spiritual awakenings for Scorpio can be so challenging for the people around them because they just become someone totally and completely different. It says here serendipity. I feel like we are in each other's lives for a reason. I gotta say, Geminis and Scorpios have really good vibes and energy towards each other. It can get a little tricky at times, but for the most part, I feel like it's always a friendly, bubbly, joyful connection. There's honesty between you. It says, I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. So if you have a Scorpio on your hands who is non-committal, they're going to be honest about it. They may tell you that they're feeling incomplete because they don't feel like they're meant to be with just one person. Okay. That might be something that's coming up for you in a Scorpio. It says, I am afraid to show you off because I feel you are out of my league and others will make fun of me or try to steal you from me. So there may be some insecurities here, especially if someone in this connection is poly. That might cause insecurities for someone else because you may feel like, oh, if I allow them to access the world around me, I may lose them to the world around me. So not really a good feeling, but I'm going to leave that there. 7 of Wands. Yeah. So boundaries may be needed in this connection. And that just may be for you and yourself, Gemini, to know where's your limit when it comes to this connection. Is your limit being crossed? Are your boundaries, your personal bound? Not that this Scorpio, because again, they're going to be honest, not that they're intentionally crossing your boundaries, but are you crossing your own boundaries by accepting a situation that is really not meant for you? Okay. Pisces, lack of self acceptance. Okay. So there may be um, I'm hearing victimhood, okay, with this lack of self acceptance. You may have a Pisces on your hand who doesn't really hold themselves accountable or see how they get in their own way, okay. Says here connection, whatever ends up happening with us, I'm grateful to have met you and for the connection that we have. So there are some green flags in this connection. Okay, this person does think highly of you, they do like you. Okay, so if there are any blockages, it may just be some internal struggle or battle. If it's not victimhood, it may be something else with this Pisces. Anxiety and worry. Okay. So this, you may have a Pisces on your hand who struggles with anxiety. They may even be on medication for this. Okay. And that could be something to do with this lack of self acceptance, right? They may just not feel like they're adequate or enough, but they're definitely feeling you. To them, you are a green flag. Look, it says you're not interested. To be totally honest, you're not really my type. So you may feel like that person's not your type, and it might have something to do with their mental health. Okay, if they have some mental health issues. So this may be a situation where one of you are into the other one, but the other one is not. Growth, I see something inside of you I admire and I would like to learn from you. Gemini, if you're not feeling, and then we have the Lovers card, the connection I have with you is so deep and profound on all possible levels: sexual, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual. I don't know, I'm getting some back and forth energy here, some push and pull. I don't, this, to be totally honest, you're not really my type, not interested. But then So I'm getting like three really positive cards where there's a connection. We have two connection cards. So for some of you Gemini, there's two sides of you. You are the twins, okay? So for some of you, you may be in a connection with the Pisces where you're like, meh, nope, not for me. For others of you, you may have hit the jackpot with a connection with the Pisces, okay? Please take these messages as they resonate. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Trust issues. I feel like this came out for Taurus in the Sagittarius all signs reading. So this may be Taurus right now may not be in a good headspace for relationships. But it says here spiritual. Yeah, I love how aligned we are in our beliefs and core values. We can really grow together. Maybe you've met a Taurus in a spiritual community at church or religious community. Maybe you have some spiritual commonalities, okay? But there are some issues lurking in the midst. It says here dating, meeting someone new. This Taurus may just be dating right now, not really taking anything serious or looking for commitment, or they can be like, oh, whatever happens, happens type of energy. One-sided. I'm really sorry, but I can't reciprocate your feelings. Okay, so again, with these trust issues, I really didn't get a lot of good messages for Taurus for the Sagittarius reading. So again, Taurus may not be in a space right now to really be in a relationship, but they're curious, right? They're intrigued. They want to learn more. However, you know what? You're not a toy, Gemini. No one's a toy. So I'm not here for your entertainment. Last card, I'm becoming more curious about you and who you really are, but also I feel inspired to learn new skills and read more books. So again, this is someone who's like you have their attention, but not undivided, because it says here they're becoming more curious about you and who you are, but also they feel inspired to learn new skills and read more books, right? So you have their attention, but it's not undivided. So don't let a Taurus play with you, okay? As far as Virgo goes, there may be some guilt here. Okay. So there may have been some betrayal or something in a connection with a Virgo, mixed signals. I don't mean to confuse you, but I don't know what I want right now. So, a Virgo might be feeling like, they would feel guilty to lead you on. Maybe they feel like they're leading you on, or, look, it says here divine intervention, time for reflection. So you may be getting signs, synchronicities, or signals that are telling you that, because it says here mixed signals and then divine intervention. So you may be intuitively or divinely nudged, like, listen, mixed signals are no, right? It's either a yes, a no, and a maybe is a no. Just take a maybe or mixed signals as a no. So if you're getting mixed signals from a Virgo, that might be what you're being divinely nudged to do. It says here, secret. There are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. So again, that could be part of their mixed signals, right? They can be like, oh, I'm shy. Sometimes people play games with themselves and then we become part of that game. Again, secret. Okay, this Virgo has secrets. There's something huge I'm dying to share with you. And again, there are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. So this person may have some strong feelings for you, but they need some time to reflect on them, because right now they're sending you mixed signals. Okay, so again, that's not fair to you. So hopefully they can figure that out. But it looks like this person really is feeling you. The Emperor in society. Status is high priority to me, and I like having control over others. I follow strict rules and have high demands or expectations. That is so Virgo of you. Okay. I follow strict rules and have high demands or expectations. So this could be a masculine energy for you, Gemini. Who again, status is a high priority for them and having control over others. So there may be some control issues here with this Virgo. All right, for a Capricorn, there is some codependency going on with you and a Capricorn Gemini. Chemistry, though, there is chemistry. I'm totally feeling the craziest vibes with you. So it says here intimacy and bonding. So you may be feeling just really like this codependency may not feel toxic to you right now. You may feel so super attached and bonded with a Capricorn right now. Invisible. I don't really see you in a romantic way. this is very interesting. I don't really see you in a romantic way. Let me pull another one from this deck. It says I'm not really into you, but I like the attention that you give me. Huh. Interesting. So that might be where this codependency is coming from. Maybe they're using you for attention and for you making them feel good. Laugh. Nobody makes me laugh like you do. I need some fun. Okay, so you may just be like a getaway, like just a relief for them. It says here, my heart was already broken when we met, so every small gesture from you can trigger pain that feels 10 times worse than normal. Three of Swords. So um, you may be a rebound for a Capricorn Gemini, so be careful with that. Okay. Um, Gemini, these have been your all signs messages. I hope you found them helpful. If you have, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Take care.